I ain't pushing live till 9:01. I already have. That's right. I'm fucking cute. Oh.
Good evening, and welcome to Masterpiece Shitpiece Theater. If you would please kindly take your seats, the show will begin momentarily.
On rubber dongs, I think you're safe to say pretty much whatever you want.
Right on.
All right.
We all showed our
And that'll bring
collections
us live to Masterpiece Shitpiece Theater. What's
There
up,
we
y'all?
go.
It's another
Yo.
Friday night. I'm your host, Nick Bramer. We got some guests tonight. I'll go ahead and introduce them first. Eric, why don't you tell them where they can find you on the internet?
Go ahead, Z.
Yo, what's up, good people? My name is Eric. Eric and Siobhan Burgess on Facebook. Yes, I share a profile with my wife. Any joke that
You broke
made
Sam.
about it, I pretty much know about it already. So, also you can find us on Facebook for Kennedy's Village, which is our sickle cell disease foundation page. On Instagram and Twitter, it's the same at Kennedy's Village. And also our website, www.kennedysvillage.org.
Word.
Hey,
We'll be talking a little bit about Kennedy's Village later on in the show. What's up, Rob?
They can give you shit about that combined profile they want, but you got a dope ass wife, so it's all good.
Facts. She's the best. That's what
Yeah.
I'm talking about, Rob.
Let's change the name of the show to Marital Issues Theater. Jesus. Divorce Court at 9. Lee, why don't you go ahead and tell them a little bit about yourself and where they can find you on the internet?
What's up? My name is Lee Rodriguez, the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter and all that stuff at Lee on Pages. And I am the host of the Panels on Pages podcast. You can find all that stuff and all of our crap at panelsonpages.com, everywhere else in the world.
Sweet. All right.
And I do not share a Facebook profile with my wife because neither of us have ever cheated. Not to make an assumption. I'm just saying. 9 times out of 10.
The most played out joke, but whatever.
I don't share a Facebook page with my wife because she doesn't want to be responsible for any of the dumb shit that I post.
Word. All right, Fisher.
What's up? Oh, I'm supposed to tell people where we're at.
Where you're at, yeah, baby.
It's just, I'm everywhere, man. Along with here every Friday night with you guys. You can catch me on the All Queued Up podcast every Friday as well. Dropped a new episode today. Something about love, death, robots, and uncircumcised hobos, and just check that out tomorrow.
Yeah,
after you check this out.
I love Death and Robots has like a werewolf fight in it, dude.
Really?
Yeah,
That show is dope.
Hey, best werewolf shit I've ever seen in anything ever.
Wow.
It's fun.
No shit. That's one of my
high
favorite
praise.
episodes. It is amazing.
It's pretty
But
cool.
yeah, listen to. I don't spoil it, but you can listen to my thoughts on that shit tomorrow after you hang out with us tonight. And
Good save.
yeah, I'm also on Twitter and places like that, but fuck it, nobody follows me.
Oh, the boy.
Everybody, give Josh a pity follow right now.
Yeah.
Go to Twitter and give him a pity follow.
The man
Josh
lost
gets
a leg
20
for
new
your
likes
follow.
tonight.
I know, Jesus Christ.
I did.
He sacrificed for this.
I'm not
family.
giving up any more limbs or shit in the bed anymore just to tell stories for popularity anymore. I'm just not doing it.
That is still our most popular episode, by the way.
So,
Yeah.
so Jason wanted me to ask you, Josh, does your leg have a Twitter page?
Actually, it's got a review.
He said it has a review.
I got a Stump Puppet reviews page that I've set up in an email and stuff just because I've thought about fucking around doing that.
That's great.
I've never done anything with it though.
Yeah,
I went ahead and claimed it, ahead of time, so just in case.
You're gonna have to explain to Lee because he's not in the realm, so he doesn't know.
Josh's leg fell off one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, dude, don't ever wander around aimlessly in a fucking Bass Pro Shop. I was just enamored with it. I went with a friend. We went Christmas shopping, and I was enamored with all the fucking decorations they had because they had like these trains set up in this winter wonderland, and I was just walking around, stepped right in a goddamn bear trap. Cram! Going, just cut it sheer the fuck off mid shin. I've been in litigation with these motherfuckers for almost a year now, and I haven't seen a penny for my medical bills. Come on, Bass Pro Shops, y'all own the fucking half of America here in the South.
Dude, for real, man.
Wait. Fucking what?
I stepped in a bear trap in Bass Pro Shops, and it sheared my leg clean off,
You stumbled
like mid shin, 14 inches of leg going.
into the try me demo area for bear traps.
They just had them laying out on the floor on display, like it was just like.
All right,
Yeah.
look, like I'm not a lawyer or nothing,
I know.
but I feel like that might be a touch of a liability issue.
That's what I've been saying, but they got more money than I do.
They're gonna bring you
So
in
they got a better
hospital
team of
shop.
attorneys than I do. They said that dumbass shouldn't have been in here. He should have been watching where he's going. He had eyes in his head, didn't he?
No,
Well, he did until he fell under your fish hooks.
well, there is something to be said for that. I'm just saying, if you can
Oh, Jesus.
$2 for slipping in like mop water, I think you might have a case for fucking bear traps, bro.
Yeah. I'll look into it. I don't know. I might have to give it a second thought.
Similar related story. My father himself was a double amputee. Lost his legs in an accident when he was a young boy.
God damn.
Oh shit.
Didn't stop him from making the best of it. At one point, he was acting as a manager for a local wrestling promotion, and at one point, popped one of his legs off so his buddy could hit a guy with it as a foreign object.
Yeah, it's
Oh
cool,
man, Lee, you gotta join the Rama
Okay.
Collector's Facebook page
I have.
so
I
he can
have,
see you can see the fucking pictures of this dude.
Don't let Josh fool you. He just wanted to install a cup holder.
I've used it as a cup holder, and I have thrown it and hit Dave Cologne with it. So, yeah,
God.
yeah.
That's some intense shit.
We're not even through intros, and this show is really off the roads.
Lee, do you live in Florida too?
No.
No, I'm in
Oh, good.
Tennessee.
Oh shit! Really? What part?
A town called Shelbyville.
Really?
Yeah, like 60 miles south of Nashville, give or take.
Okay. Yeah, I'm familiar. I mean, I'm like less than an hour from Tennessee.
All right.
You see a big
in
mountain,
Virginia.
Josh lives on top of it.
Yeah.
Why'd you tell him that, Josh? He's gonna move now.
No, my first cousin lives down near Shelbyville. Actually,
Right
yeah.
He's like that crazy guy with one leg, man. It's gonna fucking just too close.
I got two. Just one of them's part metal.
Oh, Jesus.
It's a parch warmer.
Like silver.
Yeah.
He's a
Oddly enough,
This
dude,
is
I know right where Shelbyville is at. I got my dad's side of the family. My biological dad is all from Tullahoma.
That's so weird.
Yeah,
Like, it always never ceases to amaze me when people actually know where this little place is. It happens kind of a lot.
dude, I used to come down there and visit my aunt all the time. Like, she is take the Grammy from Beverly Hillbillies and just add a couple inches. Like
That's funny.
house on the side of a fucking mountain, makes moonshine, the whole goddamn 9 yards.
Damn, dude.
Well, sounds like my neighbors.
Well,
Oh,
with
yeah.
that awesome information, Rob Milton.
You won't be finding me there. On the ROC is Rob Milton, hanging out here with you guys every Friday night because I love my buddies.
We love
We
you
love
too,
you.
And then-
sweetheart.
Because I have the attention span of a fucking gnat, I had to change my Instagram name to Rob's Hobbies now.
Did the Rob's Robots account get banned?
Yeah, but
Well, the robots kind of wasn't working anymore because it
Yeah.
went from Transformers to
Oh yeah.
Marvel
RC
to RC trucks to.
I mean, I would understand if it got banned. I've been there.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
I'll be posting the pictures of the Bad Dragon we were reviewing a couple weeks ago.
Oh no,
Um,
no.
Like the Bad Dragon dildos.
You've not watched that fucker yet, and I don't want to see it.
All right.
Hey, I had to let it lay some eggs.
Hey,
And tomorrow you can find me at
leave-
DairyCon, bitches.
Word. I wish I could be at either one. I
Yeah.
miss you, stupid fucks. Anyway.
Miss you too.
I love you, Nick.
All right, Russ. Where are you?
Hello, this is Rusta Muss reporting right here from NJCC. Oh,
Yeah, our man in the streets.
we are. Yes, I'm your reporter in the field. Yeah, I'm.
Fucking weird. I'm out of focus.
pretty intense looking field you're in.
Yeah, it's pretty nice, isn't it? It's a real fucking groovy room. It's a Holiday Inn. What do you want? But yeah, it's we're
There we go.
having a good time in great Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Not trying to be an ass or nothing, but it's very depressing now.
Why is that, man?
Saying, but yeah, so we're hanging out with the whole crew, almost the whole crew. Miss you guys, of course. But
Yeah, hell of a crew, man.
we saw some of the guys earlier tonight, and the rest went either in the middle of the night or tomorrow. So it should be a nice turnout.
Good
You're
deal.
so
If I
fucking
know-
subdued.
If I know JD and Chan, they'll be getting there about 2 a.m.
That's yeah. I hit JD up earlier, and I said, "When the fuck y'all getting here?" And he's like, "Yeah, in the middle of the night, dude." There you go. Like a fucking vampire. Anyway,
Sam, the hobo hobbit.
What's up, guys? I'm the super secret, super special guest this week. Thanks for having me. You can find me here every Friday night.
And everywhere else in Mordor.
Mm-hmm.
oh jeez.
Vinny's
Sam,
leaving
you
at
in the
6
group?
a.m. to get to you guys, Russ.
Ugh.
Oh, he'll probably be
That's
there.
not too bad, man.
I think
Remember,
he's
give him
on
a good clap on the back.
half away. Yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking
damn.
bear
Well,
hug,
you didn't know
bear
orbit.
hug that fucker when you see him.
Yeah, no, it was who was it, Jason? Was it you that said I should give him a big slap on the back or something?
Dude, you guys need to find a duffel bag and put him on the back of Jason. And it'll be just like Ace Ventura 2. Turn around and he'll be like,
God.
I was thinking it was.
We're
I was thinking fucking Return of the Jedi, fucking Luke and Yoda.
And
Yes, Empire Strikes Back. Thank you very much.
One of the two. Fuck it.
Oh, come
Original
on, you wouldn't
trilogy
fuck up
sucks,
if it.
anyways.
You, oh,
Nick, you
I
wouldn't
quit. I
He
quit. Fuck
says,
you.
I'm starting early.
had to
Wait, what did you
correct-
say, Nick?
Mark Mean, Victory Saber 77's got some stuff going on, and Plastic Fanatics is on a short hiatus.
Indeed.
And we just hope James is back soon.
yeah,
Indeed.
shout out
We
to
miss
Jane.
you,
Hopefully
Jane,
that's
man.
good.
Wish you well.
Yeah, and as soon as they come back on, we are done.
Yep. No, there will not be a spot on the Realm of Collectives YouTube channel anymore for Masterpiece
What are you? Whoa,
Theater.
whoa! What are you talking about? We're Friday nights. They're Saturdays.
I know,
Dude,
but
about-
If we do any more of our marathon shows, we can just start from one and just run right through the next.
he just- oh,
Look at Rob setting gold. I like it.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey,
No,
my bladder needs practice for Endgame.
hey, to keep they need us to keep the borders fucking level. The fucking poster with the logos. Okay.
Oh yeah.
That fell
Word.
flat.
Kind of felt flat.
Yeah,
Or the Border Patrol?
I know where you're
didn't
going.
get what you were going with that.
Yeah, it was
What?
alphabet soup. Anyways, hey, I'm Nick Brammer, the host of Masterpiece
On that
Piece
note-
Theater. You can find me here every Friday night with these gentlemen. And also on Facebook is Nick Brammer, and Twitter at Brammer_Nick, and Instagram at Masterpiece_shitpiece.
And hiding behind his desk with no pants on.
That's right.
Oh yeah, dude, don't make him get up.
Yo, podcasting in pants is for rookies.
Yeah, tell me about
Yeah,
it.
shame on me, man, for being fully dressed.
Yeah, fuck.
Well,
This
if
is
they were on
Florida,
a full
baby.
size
I
person,
can fix that problem.
Sam, if they were on a full size person, they would be shorts. So, you know.
Ugh. Oh, shit.
Sam's gonna jump on you like a spider.
Dude, you know what? I'm gonna tell you guys. All you guys make these jokes about me being small. The meanest thing anyone's ever said was when on before we went live. Eric was like, "Oh, is that the oversized Megatron you're holding?"
Maybe like a month ago when you had that feral Rex, I asked you the exact same question.
Is
I
that
was
the
like,
Jin
no.
Bao?
I said, "Is that the Jin Bao feral Rex?" You're like, "No, this is the regular one." It's like, "Oh, I couldn't tell." You know, it's in your
Unfortunately,
hand.
it's not. This is an Iron Factory Megatron.
You just tell him, Sam, everything looks big in your hand, right? It's all good.
Hell yeah, buddy. Hell yeah,
My
buddy.
bad, Sam. My bad.
Don't apologize to him. Let him have it.
This show is going nowhere fast.
All
Not
right.
at all.
So it's a Friday
How's
night.
that different from any other week?
We're 16 minutes into intros. So,
Yeah, but normally we're just now going live, so I think it's okay. Still ahead of
Yeah,
schedule.
yeah, we actually got some time to kill, guys. So we gotta.
Really?
okay.
We started early tonight.
Yeah, see, it kind of throws my flow off. I'm used to having another 5 minutes to crack another bang.
That's what he calls it.
Time management, man. Time management.
Walter, we're glad you're here. Thank you.
That was Walter
Giving us a
and
view.
What's up, Walt?
Shout out to Big Walt.
All right, people. This week, Jason Reitman has announced some casting for the new Ghostbusters movie.
Yep.
It's gonna be a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
Damn kids.
Yeah, it looks like they're
Get
taking
off my
one of the
lawn.
kids from Stranger Things, right?
Yeah,
One of them is Finn Wolfhard from Stranger Things. Yes.
Like the
I mean, that's
main
only fitting.
kid.
Yeah, isn't that funny? Because didn't they like dress up as the Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
fuck
did
out
in
the good
season
ones.
2.
Here's Lowry.
They, but yeah. The speculation is that that these two kids that they've cast are siblings, and the mother might be one of the original Ghostbusters daughters.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I was thinking, it would be perfect if she was like Egon's daughter or something.
Yeah.
What about if the boy is the Ghostbusters kid, and it's the fucking kid Bill Murray had with Sigourney?
He
Oh,
didn't have
shit.
that kid. He
Like-
didn't
like
have Oscar
the-
with
yeah, that
Sigourney.
Like Oscar, the
Kind
yeah,
of
Oscar
thought
was
he
put
was.
him
Oh, dude. Yeah, that's
No.
baby.
Yeah.
God damn, my
And
headcanon's better than the
Oscar-
fucking movie.
Oscar was a year old in '89.
I would say he would have been my age.
Yeah. So
Maybe what about Oscar?
they said
Yeah,
this
but
is
this
going to
is-
be current, present day.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
so
just
this is-
shoot
this
my
is
fucking
brand-
theory out the water. God damn
Yeah.
it.
Take your theories,
It's
Nick,
hard.
and shove them up your ass. Gotta hear that bullshit.
Bang 'em.
I'm not going
There.
to take that from a little person. I'm going to mute you.
No.
No, I think this is where we find out that Janine and Egon had a thing going.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
No, she was all about that Lewis action, man.
Was
Yeah.
she?
Little did
Well, in the
you
movies,
know-
I was thinking cartoon.
Little
Make me
did you
feel
know,
kind of way.
Slimer actually got on with somebody, and that kid's his.
Oh,
Hell
Yo,
yeah,
Lowry
dude.
in the chat says Gangsta Russ is Little Spoon tonight.
Now, I don't know
Big
if you
Bear
guys
Lowry
are
gonna
aware.
get you.
I don't know if you guys are aware, but in the '90s they did a cartoon called Extreme Ghostbusters.
Dude, I
Yeah.
watched
Dude, that fucking intro, the theme song, they did like a metal version of the Ghostbusters theme, and it was awesome. But I really liked it because it was Egon and Janine started the team up, and they would pass the torch on to a bunch of teenagers.
right.
And I was always like, man, I would like to see like a handing off a torch to, like a young team. I wasn't expecting like 14, 15-year-old young. There might be a couple of older kids added to it. But Reitman has said, that the original cast members are going to be in it in some capacity if everything goes as planned.
That's cool. And I like the idea of the passing the torch type thing, because all them dudes are old, man.
Yeah. I mean, they're in their 60s.
Yeah,
it's not like they can.
You're 70, ain't he?
Yeah. Aykroyd and Murray are both over 65, I think. I think. Don't quote me on that.
Might be their damn grandkids.
They were in their 30s in the 80s, so.
Speaking of Bill Murray, man, I got a funny little story of something that happened here. They were filming a movie here in Michigan, and there's a McDonald's in Plymouth, Michigan, somewhere close to Plymouth, Michigan, not too far outside of Detroit. And it's crowded.
Man, there's probably more than one. McDonald's everywhere.
But it's crowded.
I don't know where you've been.
This place is off the hook, and he comes in, sits down at a table, dips a French fry in the person's ketchup, and says, "No one will ever believe you," and gets up.
Dude, I heard about that.
He does shit like that, man. There's
a whole
posts all the time.
on
He's fucking
Netflix
insane.
now.
That's why.
Seriously, there's a whole documentary on Bill Murray. It's called "You Won't Ever, They Won't Ever Believe You" or some shit like that. It's on Netflix.
Yeah,
now.
he's crashed people's weddings and done the toasts and fucking, started DJing their receptions and shit. He's done all kinds of stuff.
I would do, man, if I was famous. Like, I would just go anywhere. I just live your life with no boundaries. And what I mean is,
yeah,
but you could F with people big time, dude.
yeah, dude.
But if one of us were to do that shit, somebody would be calling the fucking cops.
He does it. It's the greatest day ever.
Yeah. But,
Hey,
he is Bill fucking Murray. He's pretty awesome.
I've dipped my French fries in people's ketchup before, and I just said thanks and walked away.
Yeah, but
Granted, that dude chased me out the restaurant.
Yeah.
No, this is where he tells you that it wasn't a French fry; it was his penis, and it wasn't. It was the guy's wife.
Damn it, Rob!
Rob, seriously, Rob.
I mean,
stop
French
punchline
fry,
guy.
penis, they're about the same, right?
Rob just ruined my
So
story.
long and skinny,
Disappointed.
like a McDonald's fry.
See, this is what that bang does to me. Damn it! I gotta quit
Yeah,
drinking
dude.
this
Now
shit.
you know why Nick's the way he is all the time. Man. He's chugging those bangs, dude. He can't get his head right.
Fucking brain damage from them shit.
Yeah.
All right, next news topic: New Mutants. Maisie Williams did a interview, and she doesn't know any more about this movie than we do. She says that the reshoots that were rumored never happened.
What?
She has no idea if this movie will ever see the light of day.
That's a super bummer because it's the one that I actually kind of wanted to see.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
Yeah.
look interesting.
Man. And the last I heard, they were gonna put it on Hulu.
Yeah, I heard
they're
that
talking
too.
about a direct to Hulu release.
I mean,
And I mean,
fuck those X-Men movies, but that looked different.
Yeah.
oh, dude,
Hey, I have a quick
Nick,
question
man.
for you,
Oh
Lee.
Jesus Christ!
no.
So now that Fox has been acquired by Disney proper,
Somebody call me in a half
What?
hour when this is over.
no, just a quick question.
All
Do
right.
you think, yes or no, they should scrap the entire cast and just start afresh with the X-Men in the MCU?
Oh, of course.
Oh God.
Thank you. I rest my fucking case.
You know what? Time out. Okay,
100%.
No.
100%.
but okay, would you admit, Lee, that there are a couple of actors that played the part really well, and they would be worth keeping?
No.
And it might be pretty
Only
good.
person that can I answer that before you answer, Lee?
Yes.
I think the only person that was really good in that was Phoenix, Storm, and Psylocke, who only had like a couple of roles.
Olivia Munn?
No, she was
I think
terrible.
I think she did good, but also she only had a couple of parts, though. It
Well,
wasn't
that
long
chick that
enough.
plays Phoenix now, the Sansa from Game of Thrones, like she looks perpetually bored.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's just her face, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Like she doesn't look like a. I imagine like on Christmas, her face looks like that all the time. Open a present, it's just blank. Like she's just like a.
Oh, look, a pony. Yay.
My examples my examples for this problem were I said that McAvoy and fucking Fassbender
Yeah.
were good in their parts.
They're good.
And to have some continuity with what they've done before, you don't have to recast the entire
continuity.
thing.
Yes! Yes!
Okay,
They have no continuity. They're convoluted fucking mess, not worth saving.
Oh, geez.
I agree with that. I'm a
No,
huge
I
X-Men
see,
fan.
I've
I
often
think they're
said
pretty
that
good
for that reason alone, that the X-Men movies possibly could be the most faithful comic book adaptations of all time. Because for one thing, they actually don't make any sense. They're convoluted and completely inaccessible to outsiders. So they're kind of like comics that way. Like none of that shit makes any fucking sense. Like no, but those X-Men movies are trash. Like move on. Like,
God, Nick.
God,
Nick,
Lee,
Nick,
we got a spot for you every week.
Hey, Lee, man. Welcome aboard, buddy.
Like, how do you
You got to come in and just fuck with Nick.
those movies are trash. Like
they're not even the first class. Like, come on, dude.
Okay.
You don't think there was anything good about any of those X-Men movies? Nothing good.
Yeah,
Sure,
the
like,
ending.
decent parts.
X-Men 2 is good.
Mhm.
X-Men it was fine.
I
But
liked First Class. I thought that was good.
Too,
That's
like,
the thing. First Class was impressive
good.
because they made it over a long weekend. But it's like, oh shit, they had to scrap the script for X-Men First Class. What are we gonna do? It's August, and then it's like, oh shit, it's mid-September. We're done. We're gonna put that shit out in like 4 weeks, and then you watch it like, hey, this is pretty good. Like they did this for like in 45 minutes with $18, and it's kind of fantastic.
If you're
And
looking
they're like-
at First Class as just a standalone movie without it, you know what I mean? Like, it was a good movie. It was well done in that aspect.
But then they're
But-
like, okay, now the second one is gonna take place like 20 years later, but these kids are like 3 years older, and like Nightcrawler's in it, but no one remembers him when they meet him again in 20 years. But
and then they rebooted. It was supposed to be a reboot, and then they tie it all together at the end.
yeah, shittily.
The prior taint. Yep.
Yeah, they just don't know. Like, here's the thing: like, they don't give a shit. So, like, why should I give a shit?
I would
Thank
have to
you.
say, though, like, if I had to pick one, Days of Future Past was probably the best out of the three.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
because it had Wolverine in it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's true. A Wolverine, like Hugh Jackman was the one who saved every X-Men movie. he
that's
was
why
in.
you like it. Because he's in it. Like, it's not because it's good; it's because he's in it. So,
True.
I watched
If you
that
throw
Apocalypse
Wolverine in,
movie.
it's automatically going to do well.
Like, I walked into that Apocalypse movie feeling just like hurt and alone and betrayed, and I'm like, "Fuck these X-Men movies forever. They're not gonna get me again." And then I saw that Logan trailer, and I'm like, "Shit, I'm gonna go see Logan." And I'm like, "Oh
And it
wait,
was
it's cool.
good.
This isn't an X-Men movie, so it's okay." Like, okay, great. And then I saw the trailer for the Phoenix movie, and I got preemptively hurt and alone and afraid, and I'm like, "Yeah, no, I'm not watching this fucking movie." Like,
See, I want to see her Dark Phoenix out and just kill them all, and they drop dead. Roll credits. Boom.
Ooh, that's way to do it.
All right, Josh, you should like lower, actually let
Hey.
us see your face now, so we can see the big smile on your face because somebody.
I will just let you hear the vindication in my voice.
I hear you.
He's got
I
his
hear
smug
ya.
face on, and we can hear it.
And I can hear your smug face.
Yeah.
That's
right.
Jeremy Clarkson shit right there.
movies are trash. Move on. No.
All right, hey guys, I gotta bounce out. I gotta start getting ready for Derek. Kind of crash out early.
All right, peace.
All right,
Tell Haney hey
Rob.
for us.
Yeah.
I'll
Tell
give a
Hanny,
big old kiss for you.
Yeah.
tell Hanny we said hey. Tell JL and the rest of the TKO guys we said hey.
We said hi.
And you guys have fun.
Peace out, man. We'll see you guys later. I'll talk to you later.
Tell him thanks for shipping out that double evil so fast.
And get some
All right, later, guys.
Nice.
Later, man. Sweet cow autographs.
Yeah. See, like TFCon is like RC2E2 Lee.
Oh, right on. Yeah, I did the last BotCon.
Yeah. We got some people.
I'm sorry.
We got some people. Shut up, Russ. We got some people like Dakota and stuff. They did a couple of the BotCons too. They got like all
Yeah, I
the
heard-
exclusives and shit.
I heard BotCon was really, really commercial, dude. Like, really,
It's
really
called
commercial.
BotCon.
Oh, jeez.
Mm.
It's
Nick,
the official Transformers convention.
I'm impressed.
Fairly
I'm-
commercial.
Yeah. Oh God, this show.
All right. So I'm sorry, Nick. I didn't mean to,
Derailed the whole fucking thing. Thank you, Josh.
Totally did mean to do
Yes,
it.
he
Well,
did.
I
He
had
was
to-
like,
I
"Oh
had
my
to know
God,
his
I have
opinion."
new ears for my fucking shit."
I'm just trying to say, that I wasn't the only one on the panel that felt that way.
Man's
You
right.
weren't.
man's
I
right.
was a man alone. Russ was trying to back me up, but he wouldn't go as far as I would.
Yeah, you were a little too far over the line for me, but that's all right.
It's all right.
Me and Josh.
You and Wilson can hang out in the sandbar out there in the
That's
fucking
my
Gulf.
name off the fucking fence, brother. You know it.
And this has been Masterpiece Shippies Theater for this week.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. See you next
All right.
week.
Oh, the next piece of news. They announced the new voice of Chucky. It is Mark
Yeah, man.
Hamill.
I'm excited about
I don't know how I feel about that.
Dude, poor Brad Dourif, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I think
He's
Brad
gotta be right.
Dourif was perfect.
Well, he's got to be doing the Deadwood movie.
Well, you only had like 40 years to get the role right. It'd be a damn shame you had to do something else.
Well, I mean, he is doing the Deadwood movie. The Deadwood movie shot. It's coming out in 6 weeks or so.
Yeah, the 31st.
Like Hamill
wait,
is Chucky
May.
is cool. Like great, that sounds rad. Whatever.
Yeah.
Like the problem is that the Child's Play movie looks dumb.
Yeah, I haven't watched.
Well,
anything
there's
about it.
there's not really been ever a great Child's Play.
That's
movie.
true. I mean,
The
they're
first
out
one
of
and
They're
the
just
second
they're
one.
mindless fun.
Well, no, the third one is fantastic. It's a masterpiece. I don't care what the hell you say, because that one's fantastic. That was beautiful.
What?
Oh, was that the one when he was in military school and grown up?
Fuck yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay,
That
I got
was the
that.
best one.
I'll check
Chucky
that's
that
shoots a
kinda
out.
live grenade into the training exercise, and that nerd jumps on it. Yeah, that's
It's
Yeah.
got one of the best lines in it. He's like, "Yo, Chucky's gonna be a bro."
the new one. Is
Love
that
shit.
the problem with the new one is that, for one, the kid in it is like 31 years old. He's too old. And like kids don't have the same kind of relationships with toys that they did in '87.
Wait a minute, man.
Case
I
by case
disagree.
basis, man.
I-
You should-
It's true. Like in '80s, Andy was like 8 years old,
Yeah.
and the reason the movie works is because they think he's pretending or like going crazy because he's like in love with this doll. Like because
Because
kids
he's a
were in
little
love with
kid.
dolls then.
Yeah.
All right.
This kid's like about to go off to college with his robot,
What
Yeah.
the heck?
and they're like, "Why don't you believe me?" Like because no one behaves this way. It's very it looks perfectly sound, but the premise is flawed for a 2019 audience.
Yeah.
It's like when Nick was always telling us that his overlord would talk to him. I was like, "Fuck out of here, Nick! Stop
like-
saying it."
Stop telling us your pet names for your penis, Nick.
Overlord and Double
Overlord.
Evil.
Yeah, because we were like,
Ooh,
dude,
look at
just
you,
see
son.
pictures of Overlord on Google, man. Stop sending them to us.
Yeah.
Stop actually sending them. We want to see your Overlord.
God. On to some more somber news. CrossGen Comics founder Mark Alessi was found dead this week.
Oh,
He was about 65.
Do we know who
CrossGen,
did it?
what's up?
Do we know who did it?
No, not yet.
Check out his wife. It's always the spouse.
Probably Ron Mars.
For the most part.
It's always the spouse.
Probably Ron Mars. He killed off Hal Jordan. Why not kill off Alessi too?
Yeah,
Nick,
might as
what
well.
Hey, tell me about CrossGen Comics, man. I'm not familiar with them.
CrossGen.
No one is.
You didn't like CrossGen?
No, it's just like I'm just not all that familiar either.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a very much a product of its time.
Yeah, but the cool thing was like they were giving like creators health insurance and shit back then,
Oh, that's cool.
which is something only like top creators get now.
Yeah.
They did things in a studio style, like everybody lived in Tampa and was in the office in Tampa working.
Nice.
Yeah, it gave some work to some good people like Ron Mars. What's his name? D. Matisse? JMD
J.M. DeMatteis, yeah.
DeMatteis, yeah. Chuck Dixon, who had a long run on Batman and Nightwing. Yeah,
Right
man. Before he went fucking crazy.
That's a bummer, man. Dude was only 65.
Yeah, dude. But like that's why
Why-
CrossGen was important because like more for like the creators' right side of things,
Mm-hmm.
than like
dope.
the actual impact they had with their books.
Yeah, it just didn't quite nothing quite landed.
No. Like, I read an article about this, and like, Way of the Rat was like their last big attempt to like get anything off the ground, like movie wise, or like turn something into a project. And there's this big story where like Alessi was saying he would never forgive Steven Spielberg for fucking up the project because he waited so long on it and shit.
Oh,
yeah.
What project was that he waited too long?
Way of the Rat. They had some good books, man. Like The Path was really good.
I might check it out.
Scion.
None of it's in print now, which is kind of crazy. Like the rights are just kind of hanging out there for somebody to pick them up. Which it seems like the kind of thing that Boom would do.
Yeah, and it might happen now that dude's dead.
Yeah, fucking guy going up the works.
Fucking A.
I'm not familiar with any of their titles that were published.
Yeah, most people
I
aren't.
don't think.
Yeah, it was just like the quality of staff and the creators' rights shit that that was their mark.
That sounds
Gotcha.
dope though, man. Like they were trying to pioneer a different way of doing things.
Yeah,
it kind of reminds me of like when artists who are of a higher caliber as far as like in the music business. I'll give you an example. Like Jay-Z doesn't do samples. I mean, doesn't record and then send it to somebody. Like he works with them in the studio or the album doesn't get made.
Right.
Yeah, well, that was like a big thing. Like they were trying to say, like it was a throwback to the early days of comics. Where like Kirby and Simon would be sitting at the desk in the Marvel office, working together and shit.
That's dope.
Artist control, my friend. Artist control.
So rest in peace, Mark Alessi.
Okay.
The Joker trailer dropped this week.
Pretty cool.
So who's all excited for this thing? Because I'm not.
I am.
I'll tell you.
Not me.
So
Of course.
I got some concerns based on the trailer, man. So like I was telling the guys last night, like I'm really excited for the movie. I'm a Joaquin Phoenix fan. I like it's set in the 80s. I think it's a cool take. I like the stuff that they're bringing into it, like the dude talking on the news about like from what I hear, like there's like that clip, like the guy on the news talking. That's Thomas Wayne, and he's like running for mayor or some shit like it because they're like in like some of the set photos there was like Thomas Wayne for mayor posters. But I don't think this was a good trailer. There's some good parts about it, but I think like they showed them like those guys jumping them in the street, and then it showed them like getting jumped on the subway. I think they could have done with just showing that one time.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's almost like it's like we're watching a Joker get his ass
like
whipped.
if in a Spider-Man origin movie, like his Uncle Ben dies, and then like he becomes Spider-Man, then like they also kill Aunt May, and then he like
Yeah, it's overkill.
Yeah, and then like for the trailer, I just like I don't know, because you got to be really careful what you show and don't show, and if it's just him getting basically just bullied for 90 minutes and then becoming the Joker, I'm not as interested in that.
Right.
But I'm still holding out hope. I think it'll be good.
It looks, I think it looks technically sound. It looks great. Like it looks great, but it doesn't look like the Joker.
It looks great. Sheesh.
Well,
No, look, it looks good. It's a technically sound. It looks great. Like, it's got a good look to it. Like,
it's got good cinematography.
it looks awesome.
Yeah.
But I don't ever need to see a Joker without Batman. It doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Yeah.
well, I don't know about that because
Exactly.
I think the Joker's become a pretty synonymous character on his own, even without Batman. I mean,
Joker doesn't, like, all the time that they give fucking like Gamora had a solo comic title for a while, right?
right?
Joker does not have a solo comic title.
Yeah, I know. I always wonder why they haven't done that.
He works as a foil. Like he's the foil to Batman. Like
Well, that's true,
Right.
but
like
They had a long-running Joker book in the 70s, though.
And
different time. But like it's
I
like
know, like,
Joker's whole thing is fucking with Batman. Like when Joker's not fucking with Batman, he's thinking about the next time he's gonna fuck with Batman.
that's that's kind of true. But then there was light, but you wouldn't kind of see like the Joker before Batman. You know, just-
I don't really
No?
care.
Yeah, that's a good point because like, does it matter the Joker before Batman? Because even like in the '89 movie and like the kind of classic, or not the
Yeah.
in some
know
of
what
the
you mean.
Joker origins, it was like Batman who kind of created them. Even in Nolan's Dark Knight, I think that like Batman more or less like inspired the Joker to be
Yeah.
active or start
Right.
doing what he
Yeah,
was doing in those movies. You know, that's like the kind of idea I got from
It
it.
seems so intertwined that to do
Yeah.
Joker without him it just seems like a weird call. The same way that like Venom without Spider-Man was a weird thing to do.
Yeah. And it's weird because like I look like that movie, like from the Venom movie from the get go, I was like, no, and I still haven't seen it. But this Joker movie, I'm interested in. I don't know, maybe.
The Venom movie is wonderful garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it sucks, but it's a lot of fun.
It is. I would.
It's
I
a
would agree with
popcorn
that.
movie.
That's probably the best way.
I'm
Like,
gonna
you
have
just
to
want-
watch it. It's on
If you
iTunes.
just want an action movie just to throw on real quick because you're bored.
Yeah, if you don't like, if you're really not worried about like shit making sense from one scene to the next, or like anyone having any kind of clear motivation while they're doing shit, or like any kind of congruity to like the Shinto protagonist or whatever, like if you want to see your lead character like jump in a lobster tank for a minute and then no one ever talk about it again, like this is the movie for you. It's a good time.
Oh, so it's like an X-Men movie.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Here we go.
No, because this is a fun movie. And those X-Men movies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Josh, what are you? You're against this Joker movie, huh?
No, I'm not against the Joker movie.
What are your
I'm
apprehensions about it?
I am hesitant to be excited about it because of
Okay.
DC's track record with their movies.
Boom. There it is.
Yeah.
And I enjoy the Joker as a character, and I love Joaquin Phoenix as an actor.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the same with the Venom. I don't see how in the world you can tell a good Joker story without Batman.
But also, like, part of what makes the Joker compelling is that you don't know his origin.
Man,
Exactly. And I don't want to know his origin.
I've said that so many times, dude. To know his origin, it humanizes him, man, and that makes him less threatening.
Mhm.
Okay.
I don't want to humanize
Okay,
Joker.
I sort of see what you're saying, but everyone knows he's a human, though. I mean, he's a human being. Everyone knows
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah, but like
Only in
you don't
form.
know,
Yeah,
Like Batman,
he's only in form.
like for real.
I mean,
And it's,
he's
that's what made the Nolan Joker to me the best version of him because he just appeared and
You
he
don't know
was
shit about him.
already fully formed.
Yeah, I know.
But you don't know anything about him. You don't know he doesn't have, or he has motivations, but they're his and his alone to understand.
And he fucks with people about him all the time. Like he gives himself 3 different origins. It's like
Yeah.
yeah, that was really good.
And
I
that
think it's in one of the Morrison books where he says, like, you know, why have one backstory when yours can be multiple choice? Some shit like that.
that's such a Joker thing to do too.
And see, why do you guys think I'm all the time telling a different story of how I lost my leg?
I don't know. I'm intrigued by the movie, but I'm a little bit like I do understand what y'all are saying. Without Batman, it almost seems kind of like can it hold my attention?
I'm talking to my brother. My brother's not a comic guy at all, and he was super into it. And I like a fresh take, and you know, I don't need stuff regurgitated to me the way that I've seen it because I've fucking got the
Yeah,
book.
I'm with
You
you.
know,
I didn't want them to do the Killing Joke origin.
that Killing Joke
Or not.
cartoon they made is terrible. So if you stick
Really?
to it, it's not great. But like,
Oh, yeah, it's bad.
but the thing is, at some point, you diverge so far from the thing that it is that it becomes something else. And like at that point, like just make
Yeah.
that other thing instead.
Yeah.
Make a movie called Clown Man.
Here's the thing. I would wait. That's a good thing. I bet that when this thing comes out, if the thing's over and you look at it and you say, okay, it's not called Joker, it's called Clown Guy or whatever the fuck, I'll bet it doesn't change the movie. And that makes it a shitty Joker movie. And this is all speculation and fucking, you know, whatever. But I don't know. I feel like it's so far moved to be something else entirely.
It's like I was saying. Like I have no concerns. I know Joaquin Phoenix. He's gonna knock it out the park. Like I think it's gonna be well shot, and I think they're gonna tell a good story. But is it one that
But is it going to be a Joker story?
Yeah, is it deserving of that name? It's a good question.
Shit, you
I
just-
think the
but-
only reason why I will go and see it, or probably not even go and see it, but like be okay with like watching it when it comes out on Blu-ray or DVD or whatever, is the fact that I do like Joaquin Phoenix as an actor,
Great.
and I like comics. That's about
Yeah.
it. Because nothing about the Joker would intrigue his origin story would intrigue me.
See, I'm just intrigued by the story. Like, I want to see what they're gonna create.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
think a
I mean,
more
because
interesting story is why they thought this was a good idea.
Yeah, but the thing is like you kind of have to trust some of the people behind the scenes on this.
That's where I'm at, Nick. That's where I'm at.
I mean,
Who's
you have
behind the
to
scenes
trust.
on this? I need to know. I need to know,
Scorsese is
Sway. I
the
need
executive
to know,
producer.
Okay,
Todd
I mean,
Phillips.
An executive producer, though, is
he
just
financed it.
yeah. He's putting the bill. He's not got any
think
fucking
he's
creative
gonna have-
control
Yes,
or
they
direct
do.
input.
When
Yeah,
you're
that's
a
their problem.
producer,
Of course
you
they
do.
do.
It depends, man. That's another one of those case by case things. And
Yeah,
I,
Yeah,
Like-
that's true.
like
He's
like
not
Kevin
able-
Feige is executive producing all those Marvel movies, so he's got a hand in shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I see
Yeah,
what you're
like-
saying there.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Scorsese isn't gonna put his name on shit unless he
Dude,
has
that's what
something
I'm
to do with it,
saying.
dude. Trust
doesn't
me,
put his name on that much. He does. He puts his name on
I
like,
think
he doesn't.
documentaries. He puts his name on like good music documentaries and stuff.
Yeah.
But
Okay, so I didn't know that Scorsese was behind it. Okay, so I might actually go see it in the movie because I like his directing style. But that's if he's not a director on it; he's a producer.
No.
So like,
Yeah.
you know
No,
what I
that's a
mean?
good
Like,
point.
Yeah, but Todd Phillips is the director, and that guy's no joke either.
Yeah.
no, he's good. But like here's an example, and this isn't a good example, but Michael Bay was a producer on those Ninja Turtles movies, and those look like Michael Bay movies. You know
he
what I mean?
also
What that
did
means,
Batman.
though, right? What that
That
means.
example- that's an example of that where like I don't want this producer's
See,
thumbprint.
that's a beautiful thing, though, because like, for starters, the second Turtles movie is a fucking blast, and it's a bummer nobody saw it because it's fun.
I
Dude,
hated
I
the
even-
second one. I liked the first one.
Yeah, I even like the first one.
But the first
I like
one,
them both.
in my humble opinion, is hot garbage. But see, the thing is, who directed that movie?
Mhm.
I can't
No,
even remember.
Everyone calls it the Michael Bay Turtle movie. It was not the
Yeah.
Michael Bay Turtle movie. Some
He
other
was a-
fucking
he was
schlub
a
did it.
producer.
That guy got a pass. That guy made a shit movie and nobody knows his name. So
Because Michael Bay was attached to it, someone
Yeah,
blames
he got
Michael
a
Bay.
he got a mulligan on that thing.
Well, Michael Bay also did the Bad Boy movies, so there's that.
Dude, he did what was it? Armageddon. That movie was good, man.
Dude, y'all
I
gonna
enjoy
laugh.
Armageddon.
Y'all gonna laugh, but I like Pain and Gain
Dude, I've never
It's
seen that.
hilarious.
But
with
I
the
heard it
fucking
was good.
rock.
Beefy boys.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. And again, is
That
really
movie's
it's funny.
hilarious, bro.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
Based on a true story.
yeah.
funny
Him and
movie.
Wahlberg.
Man, The Rock, hilarious in that movie.
Hell yeah.
Anthony Mackie. I mean, that was a good
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, not bad. I don't know, man. I'm trying to be optimistic about it, even though I
That's the
know
thing, Yeah.
you guys all make good points about it, but
I didn't know Scorsese was on the executive producing team, so I'll give it a shot.
He was
And De
the
Niro's got a small part in it too.
Who?
yeah.
Robert De Niro.
I think he's like the TV show host.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing
I'm not-
about it suggests that it's gonna like. Again, we haven't seen much about it, but
Right.
nothing suggests that it's not going to be good. Like,
Yeah.
it's literally
true.
fine. I just don't know that at the end of the day, but like, oh yeah, that definitely fits. Like, checks my boxes for what a Joker story should be.
Yeah.
yeah. So you made a good point though. Without Batman, is the Joker by himself kind of
That's no
like
fucking dude. Like,
Yeah. it makes sense. I mean, it's kind of that's a. And I didn't think about that actually.
Yeah, me
Without
neither.
Batman, is the Joker worth a
'Cause
damn
I-
anyway?
And to be honest, like going into it, I was like kind of glad that it was just a Joker movie and there wasn't going to be a Batman in it. But I think I'm pretty sure that's Bruce Wayne that was in the trailer. But
because of course it is.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's still not.
Because they can't fucking help themselves. Of course, it's going to be Bruce Wayne.
They have to throw that in there.
But that's why the Gotham show doesn't work for me, because
Oh my god, dude!
because it's about this young Bruce Wayne, young Gotham. But like, okay, so you mean to tell me that by the time he's fucking Batman, like all of his bad guys are running around?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought
dude.
that was whack. That was so
No.
whack.
I remember when I heard about that show being announced, I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude!" Like, because Batman Year One was so good, like the old comics. So I was like, "Man, just give me like a cool Jim Gordon story." And then it was basically, I don't know.
No, I know
I
that.
made it. made it like 6 or 7 minutes into the first episode, and I was like, dude, what is this
I
bullshit?
watched 2 seasons of that son of a bitch. Like,
It is a decent show, but I do think they just started to go overboard with the villains.
That's
Fucking
what happened.
everybody in it, man.
The first 2
They didn't
seasons
even
of
need
it
to do that.
were pretty good. The first season definitely was good.
What I
liked the first.
thought they were gonna do was just make it about all like the mob stuff that was going
that's-
on in Gotham
that's what-
long before Batman.
yeah,
Came
but
to
instead
be-
they
That's what
decided
the
they
first
got
season
too
was
fucking big
about.
for their britches. They were like, you know what? Fuck it, Scarecrow, Mr. Freeze, Two-Face, fuck it, you know, oh shit, Clayface is in it now.
Seven
Firefly.
Jokers. Yeah.
And that's
Killer goddamn Croc. Fuck it, let's go.
as soon as they started introducing too many, they started bringing on too many of the villains too quick, and it was, I don't know, it got a little
They
crazy.
had
But
a
that
whole
first episode,
season
that first
dedicated
season
to
was
villains.
great.
Yeah, it's fun.
They had a whole season dedicated to villains. Like,
Yeah, they do.
Common shit.
Yeah, Rise of Villain, yeah. It's
Meanwhile,
I think
Batman's over here trying to wait for his first pubes to come in. Doesn't make any fucking sense.
and he's and I also don't like the whole thing with him and Catwoman. And when they're young, they have like a young
Yeah.
romance and shit. I didn't like that because I don't.
Kid looking just like a young Michelle Pfeiffer. It's crazy.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it's kind of weird, isn't it?
yeah, she does look like Michelle.
She
Pfeiffer.
does a
I
bit.
thought about
She
that.
absolutely does.
But I mean,
Yeah.
I will say though, I do think when I look at the comics and I look at like the TV cartoon shows or whatever, it does seem like, and even some of the movies, that some of the Batman villains are older than Bruce. They
No,
would
no,
be
and
older than-
Yeah, but I like for me something important with Batman is that after he came along, like at the end of Batman Begins, they talk about like that escalation, right?
Mhm.
So because he came out in costume fighting crime, that's what inspired a lot of these other villains to do that.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
whole point
Now I
of
thought that
Ledger's
was-
Joker.
Yeah, I just thought that was an important thing. So it's like for them to exist before him doesn't make that much sense.
Yeah, and
Well,
something
they
that
won't.
Brubaker and Rucka have done too. It's like, yeah, like are there supervillains because of Batman, or is there Batman because of supervillains? Do they
Yeah.
beat each other? And if you take one half of that equation out, it's just like, oh, so this is just a thing now. So like, fucking make a clown dude. Fucking
That's a
make a
good
clown
point.
dude, make it work.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
True. Word.
And then again, I mean, it's all up to like your preference and interpretation. Like that's my interpretation of Batman. That's like what makes sense to me.
I
You
mean,
know?
80 fucking years of Batman stories. Like, there's definitely
Yeah.
different flavors, but
Oh yeah, and that's
Sure.
what I like about this is like these characters can keep going in whatever form. If I don't like it, I mean, I'm still gonna go see it in theaters. But
give it 10 minutes, there'll be a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. That's true.
That's true.
and
DC
I might like
reboots
that
more
one.
than the X-Men do.
Sure.
Dude, the problem is X-Men don't reboot enough. Damn it, they need one.
All right. Sam, you were pretty excited about this one. The Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, dude, let's go. This is cool. I think they got John Cho is Spike Spiegel. I think that's gonna be cool. And then shoot, let me pull up this link really quick. And so they basically got Spike, they got his homie, like his partner on the ship, and then that Valentine girl, and then Vicious, who was like the villain of the show cast. And yeah, I'm just excited that they're moving forward. I think John Cho is going to be good as if he can nail that voice that Spike Spiegel had. If
Okay.
you were a fan of the show,
I love that show. Cowboy Bebop
oh, me
was
too, man.
a good show.
I think that's one of the best. Not even just anime, the best shows I've ever seen. I mean, it's 26 episodes. One story, one season and done, and
Yep.
yeah, it's great.
First time I ever heard of Cowboy Bebop was on Adult Swim.
Yeah,
Cartoon
yeah,
Network.
it was the first anime show I ever watched, and that's what got me hooked for the rest of my life, man. And
Shit was insane, dude.
I've never seen it.
You've never
Really?
seen it? Oh wow,
very,
man.
very, very
It was
cool.
really good.
It's yeah.
But I don't know if it's like one of those things where like I missed the time for it.
Yeah, it may be because it was like early 2000s.
Yeah, it's like Space Gangster.
Yeah, but because I mean, like Spike Spiegel, like that dude's got some fucking swag that like John Cho's got to nail. You know what I mean? Like that's a tough task, but he's almost to me has like that Han Solo kind of
I
like
would agree.
slick, but at the same time like a bumbling fool, you know?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I agree. That's kind of a good description of him,
But,
actually.
Mhm.
yeah. I'm just excited to hear any news about this at all. It's going to be to Netflix, so they put out a good product for the most part. So
It's wild. Dude.
Word.
Speaking of Netflix, has anybody saw the new Ultraman?
Not yet.
Ooh,
I want
wanted
to check that
start
out
this
though.
weekend. Yeah.
I'm one.
I'm
downloading,
actually going to be starting it because we're going to be covering it on all queued up. So
Nice.
Cool.
Nice.
Joshua, we got Borderlands 3.
give me just a minute before we start talking about that.
Okay. So,
So what do you guys think about X-Men, man? You want
That's great, man. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, I mean,
That's hilarious.
are
real
you
talk,
enjoying?
though, like-
Are you enjoying Uncanny though, Lee?
What's that? The books?
Yeah.
I haven't fucked with X-Men comics in a while.
Oh, okay. What
Just-
I've been pimping out Immortal Hulk to everybody.
Immortal Hulk's fucking genius.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, everyone should read Immortal Hulk.
Yeah, I try to get everybody on that shit as much as I can.
Now the current X-Men books, I'm really digging what they're doing. They're finally digging them out of the hole they buried them in for the past 5-6 years.
I think I got so far in that hole, I just couldn't anymore. Like I tried the
Yeah, they're
last relaunch they did. I'm like, oh, cool. They're fighting racists. Fucking again. All right. I guess we'll do this one over again. All right, cool. Oh, you mean should they hate mutants again? Oh, this is so fresh.
I mean, but that's their stick. I mean,
Yeah, but
And
at some point, it doesn't make any sense. 'Cause it's okay, I get it at the beginning because white people are scared of everything. I understand. It makes sense. Like white people will be clutching their pearls real hard at mutants, right? But at some point, it's like, well, reckon they did save the world about 27 times.
hey,
Maybe they're all right. Like, come on.
listen, but I get it because of you got to understand, like the climate keeps changing back and forth in the real world. So they're trying to. The X-Men came on the scene because of a real world issue.
100%.
So now, like, it keeps going back and forth to that, and so I mean, what better group to try to get that back out there is them? I mean, I
get it. It's just disingenuous to me, the person who's reading it my entire life, and I'm thinking like, okay, look, if like there was an asteroid coming, and like all the Mexicans got together and built a kick-ass wall, and they say they were from the meteors. Even the crackers to crackers, he'd be like, they all right. You know what I mean? Like,
I'd tell them to stay on the other side of that wall after it was all said and done.
But
But
like,
You-
but it
you
was
are
like
right
pick
for a
another one.
minute,
I'm saying, like, I feel like there's
eventually.
at some point, even the most saltine motherfucker has to buy some goodwill into some of this. I feel like it seems weird to be like, oh, you know what? We're mad at the mutants again for fucking, I don't know,
Existing.
actors. I don't know, whatever. I got a brilliant idea. Oh shit! Y'all heard of Sentinels? Like, yeah, man, we heard of Sentinels. What if they were bigger? You're a goddamn genius, Hal. Yeah, they make like it's just,
Well, speaking of Sentinels, did you guys hear? Have any of you guys listened to the Wolverine podcast on Stitcher?
No, I've heard it's good though.
Oh, so I'm on the first season. It's on iTunes as well, and I don't want to give it all away, but like what they do with Sentinels will shock you.
Mm.
Like, so it's pretty good. So I mean, that podcast.
that sounds like a BuzzFeed title, by the way.
Sentinels might surprise you.
What they do with Sentinels will shock you. Click to see how.
All right, Walter asked, "What's so good about Immortal Hulk?"
Fucking everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a straight up, it's a horror comic book. It's a horror comic, starring the Hulk.
Yeah.
Like it looks like an old horror comic. It reads like an old horror comic. How the second main arc there, in hell, facing off against the old nightmares of the Hulk. It's the Immortal Hulk because, and it kind of plays into existing lore where, like, if you go back over time and you read the comics, like, Bruce Banner's died a whole bunch of times. And he always comes back. But the Hulk has never died. And so they kind of make it, part of his kind of power set is that when Banner dies, the Hulk comes back. So you got Banner running around the country, kind of on the lam again. And, he goes, gets into shit, and he dies. And at night, he comes back to life as a Hulk and fucks up people. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, so good.
And like
So-
the great line in that is, Banner says constantly, he says the daytime is mine and the Hulk's time is the
Nighttime
night.
is his,
Yeah.
So wait a minute, you're telling me that if Banner dies, like
Hulk
his
comes
dead
back.
his dead body transforms into the Hulk,
Yes.
Yeah.
and then Hulk's alive, and then when Hulk changes back, Banner's dead body just goes.
When the sun comes up, he becomes Banner again.
But he's still dead. Banner
No.
died. Oh no,
No.
Banner's back to life.
Yes.
Yeah, the Hulk keeps bringing him back, and every time the Hulk
alright.
Hulk brings him back, the Hulk gets smarter, and motherfucking Banner gets dumber.
That's great.
They did a bit in one of the
Oh,
most recent arcs where Hulk lets himself get taken by whoever the fuck 14, the guy's hanging out with General Ross. He lets himself get beaten and taken. Well, he gets beaten and taken, and they like dissect him. And so there's this big, awesome telepage spread where they have him like cut up in all these different specimen jars. But he's alive. Like his head's in a jar and his hands in a jar and all this shit.
Oh, that's
And
weird.
the scientist guy is like, giving his big, "Oh, I'm so much fucking smarter than you, Hulk" thing speech. And then the jar starts shaking, and he's like, "Oh shit, you let us capture you." And the severed head smiles, and the jars all break. And fucking, Hulk basically eats this dude, comes back to, reconstitutes himself, jumps out of the base. Sun comes up. He turns into Banner. Banner's like, "Oh shit, I think I ate a guy."
Yeah.
Dude, that's cool because like the Ultimate Hulk used to eat people.
Yeah.
That's cool.
This is good.
It's
Look
really
at-
good, dude.
Yeah, this is good.
And then
They're
like Alex
they're not
Ross is
eating
doing
people?
covers for it.
And it's some of the best work of his career.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Which is saying
They're
Him eating
making-
people doesn't
they're
bug me as much as him being a symbiote or whatever, reconstituting his body. Come on, man. Really?
Well, you gotta think one of the Hulk's powers has always been regeneration.
That's true. Yep.
So
yeah, regeneration.
like,
not
it
slice and
sounds
dice my body, and I'm gonna pull myself back together.
it's not any more unbelievable than the shit Wolverine's done.
it sounds
Or
great.
Deadpool.
It sounds nuts, right? And like but it all does work in the confines of shit that Hulk to be able to do. And like when you kind of watch it, like you read it, it's like, oh, this is kind of this fucking checks out. Like it's great. Like I can't recommend it enough. It's become one of my favorite books.
I'm not gonna knock it before I read it.
It's
I'll
really
check it out.
good, Eric.
Actually, everything y'all have said is making me want to read it. To be honest with
I've
you.
been fucking pimping it out in the chat for like weeks.
They do one issue that's basically it's Rashomon. It's essentially a Rashomon issue, Kurosawa Rashomon thing, where they show the same events from 3 different points of view, and then there's like a hostage situation in a church, and one guy tells the story, and the Hulk's a monster. One guy tells the story, and the Hulk's the hero, and so and of course the truth is somewhere in the middle, whatever. But it's like a horror comic. Like they're all like old EC horror comics.
Yeah.
But
I
the
kind of
Hulk-
like that though. I like that aspect. I like that.
yeah, and it fucking rules.
Yeah, I've said, it reminds me of like an old horror comic and then the Hulk TV show because he's constantly on the move from town to town to town, and then they bring things back in like from the old comics to still tie him into the Marvel universe and shit.
Yeah, it's really rad. Like I can't say enough good stuff about it.
And I kind of like douchebag Sasquatch.
Douchebag Sasquatch is good. Like they got Betty back in there. Leonard Sampson's back now.
Yeah.
Like it's good.
And
A lot of fun.
The cliffhangers, like there's a cliffhanger every issue, and it's not like the Transformers book where you're just like, I don't care. It actually hooks you. It does what a cliffhanger is supposed to do.
Y'all talking shit about Transformers comics?
The new
Yeah,
ones?
the new ones.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
You should have been
Fucking
on
what?
last.
No. The new
The-
Transformers comics
Yeah.
are fucking shit.
about to
They're
say we're going
terrible.
to fucking fight because I will not have besmirching of the John Robertses.
James Robert.
Not having that.
See what you're saying, what you just said is the problem, and we were talking about it the other week. Is that that bar is high and they're way under it right now.
I haven't read the second issue.
Dang.
But I saw in the first issue when that fucking guy drew the screw holes in Optimus Prime's back, and I wanted to fucking kill myself.
Wait,
Yeah.
who was that? Who did that?
I don't
Yeah.
even know.
Two artists in the book, and one part of the story takes place with some dickhead and Bumblebee and Windblade, and the other part is Optimus Prime and Megatron, and an artist does each part of that. The guy that's drawing the Optimus and Megatron part draws the screw holes and like the pins and shit. Like he's just drawing the toys.
Dude. Did he put a
He's straight
Katara-
up drawing the Siege
on 'em?
Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
like, he's like, I need reference material in there. Like, check your mailbox.
Yeah.
And there was a fucking bubble mailer.
Go to Walmart and pick him
But
up.
like no one in the
Yeah, on your
editorial
own
was like, bro, that's not how this works. Yeah, this guy let it slide, and that's very upsetting.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Walter, I would say this new Immortal Hulk is better than World War Hulk. They're two different stories.
Really?
They're two different stories. They both have their high points. but-
It's as good as Hulk's been since the Planet Hulk stuff for sure.
Yeah, I love Planet Hulk, so that's really what's good, some good shit. So I'm
But,
gonna
like,
check it out.
Just real quick, I know you guys probably already know, but I don't know if your listeners do whatever. But like, I think you still got time. Quit fucking around with Transformers comics. Go to humblebundle.com. You can get all 13 years of the previous universe for $15.
Yeah.
You got
Wait,
4.5 days left. I
Like,
actually picked it up today.
$15.
Every single IDW Transformers title.
There's a handful of spotlight issues that aren't in there, but it's fucking most of it, and it's
Yeah, I don't
Really
think
good.
they had like a spotlight on Blur.
yeah,
But,
it's some of
They
it's
did
not
have
everything.
the Drift and Windblade and Ironhide, but all the mainline Transformer comics are there.
Yeah, and it's
All Hail
$15.
Megatron, Dark Cybertron, More Than Meets the Eye, Lost Light. $15.
$15?
15
Yeah,
bucks, humble
man.
bundle.
like the best shit ever.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of content for $15. Goddamn.
Yeah, it is.
Is the regeneration book in there?
No,
No. I think it's everything after Regeneration 1. I think it's everything from All Hail Megatron to...
oh no,
Waterloo
it's like
shit.
infiltration to
Oh,
universe.
Infiltration, yes.
Yeah, it's all that shit.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just missing like
That's right.
a handful of the spotlight issues, which I think a lot of that stuff sits up by all the shit with Magnificence and whatever. And here's the thing: you could technically skip all those Asian books if you wanted to, but even if you do that, you just start with the Transformers relaunch and More Than Meets the Eye. That's still worth way more than $15 on your time. It's
Yeah.
fucking great.
Mm-hmm.
I heard Lost Light was pretty good too.
It's magic,
Yeah.
straight magic.
Check it out.
It's very good. Dude, I mean, I legit, the last issue of Lost Light, when I read it, I choked up pretty hard.
Really?
Oh shit! I probably could that thing several times. That book made me cry. It's great.
Yeah.
That James Roberts made me care about characters that I never gave a shit about.
Yeah, it's not like just
James Roberts made
comic-
me care about characters that I went and bought my very first third-party figures because of.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not just my favorite Transformers comic. It's one of my favorite comics
Yeah.
ever. Like it's beautiful.
Well, that was what was cool about it, is there was a lot of characters that kind of were like
Didn't
very
talk
second
down to
class.
you like this shit.
No,
Oh,
that's
that's true. It didn't. But there was a lot of second class characters, but he made them kind of first class. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He made them good. You know, he really.
Like X-Men First Class.
Yeah, that's what you
Jesus
did there.
Christ.
Anyway,
Like
and
even as a Grimlock fan, I like how they put Grimlock through that entire arc from
he's
know
great.
Last Stand on.
It's all great. It's fucking all great.
Yeah.
$15.
Yeah, dude.
I like-
That's insane.
And
I'm
if
gonna
you want to
have
know
that
like,
later.
what to read, then hit me up. I made a Google Doc for your viewing pleasure. So
Nice.
I posted the link in the chat for anybody that wants to take advantage of it.
Nice.
All right, Josh, let's hurry up and do this Borderlands shit.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No,
I
no
had-
problem, man.
I
yeah, I
dropped.
don't give a shit about Borderlands, so I got nothing on this.
Well, last week they had announced the announced trailer. They dropped the announced trailer for Borderlands, and then a couple days later, they put out an actual trailer featuring gameplay of it and dropped an announced date. And it's going to be out September 13th of this year. It looks incredible. It's going to be available on Xbox One, PS4, and exclusively on the newly launching Epic Store, which has infuriated a lot of people because they're like, PC gamers want it on Steam.
Yeah.
But the developers, the head of Gearbox, he actually said, well, it's not going to be exclusive on Epic forever. It's 6 months. Then it will be to Steam. But people are throwing a fucking fit. And what they've done since then, they've been going to Steam and giving all the prior Borderlands games, which had stellar reviews and ratings, they're down rating them now, giving them all like 1 ratings and saying they're terrible.
That's whack.
Just because they're not getting it on Steam. I'm like, oh, come on. And 95% of these little crybabies are going to go out and get it on the Epic Store anyway.
Nerds are the worst.
Yeah, they are, man. Whiny fucking
can't
cunts, man.
Fucking dorks.
Oh. This is why my son hates fucking gaming community so much.
Bro, there's like nothing worse than assholes for games online. They're the worst kind of humans.
Oh my
Mhm.
my kid plays with an exclusive kind of group of people that he knows well, you know, and he doesn't like to play with anyone other than him because he says most people are douchebags.
Yeah, they're the fucking worst.
Oh, this is why. That's
You think there's toxicity in fandoms for like Transformers and Star Wars? The gaming community is worse.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know there was such a thing as worse.
Oh, there's worse.
What I've
There's
witnessed in
definitely
dude,
worse.
collection.
Wasn't that a gaming event where that dude like shot up the place?
Yeah, Madden. He
Yeah.
Dude,
lost
hey, that was in Florida. That was in Florida too, right? Glad you think that's
Yeah.
funny, Russ.
I didn't laugh.
Florida.
What's that?
No, that was me. I'm sorry.
Oh God.
Yeah, the dude lost in a Madden tournament, got mad, left for about an hour, then came back and shot and killed a bunch of motherfuckers.
Fucking
And they're
That's
still there.
right.
insane, dude.
That's trash. Don't get me wrong.
Fucking
But if it's
insane.
gonna happen, of course it was a Madden tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm-
they've been swatting a bunch of like,
Yeah.
like e-games events.
Ugh.
That's just insane.
Did you remember about a year and a half ago, there was these 2 guys that made a bet online in Call of Duty for $1.50 that the one dude wouldn't swat another player or wouldn't swat him. He's like, I will too. And so he gave him an address, and the guy swatted the address, and the fucking cop showed up at some random dude's house in Kansas, and he came to the door and answered the door, and they shot and fucking killed him point blank
Jesus Christ, man.
because they thought he was going for a gun. They said, yeah, he's kidnapped his wife and his kid, and he's beating them, and he's holding them at gunpoint. He opened the door, and they just shot him on sight. That dude that made that swatting call, he just got a sentence to 20 years in prison for that shit.
Good.
Yeah.
Good, but
Okay,
dude, what did you do?
That motherfucker should have gotten
Look
life,
that
to be
dude up,
honest.
man.
Not trying to defend him because that was a douche thing he did. That was a douche thing to do. But what about the guy? What about the SWAT guy who shot?
They are
That's what I was
going
gonna say,
to,
man.
yeah,
Oh, no, that guy's gonna be fine.
yeah, he'll be fine. He'll be.
They're paid
You're on administrative
administrative
leave and getting paid while we investigate this.
Yeah, but
Well,
like,
That
AKA people forget about it.
that's pretty insane. It's like, yeah, I just blew a fucking guy away, and I wasn't sure if he was done or not. And
They'll be like, God damn it, Dale, don't do it again. He'll be like, I'm sorry.
yeah,
that's the 3rd one this month, Dale.
damn, that's his 3rd one this month. Jesus God.
I'm waiting for a league event to get fucking swatted because that will be pandemonium.
You talking about League of Legends?
Yeah.
Nobody plays that game.
It's the most
No,
played game.
Sportimus, I agree 100% with what you're saying, but from his career standpoint, yeah, he's probably going to be okay. But
Yeah.
it shouldn't be, and I hate to get off on a tangent, but, that's a big thing that irritates the fuck out of me is that I have family that are police officers, state troopers, police officers. I have family that are lawyers and judges. And I understand, we're doing a job to protect society, but I also understand that the training procedures that are used today these cops are way too quick to go to their fucking guns.
Yeah, dude. So like being a teacher, we spend a lot of time like in training and de-escalating situations, right? So like if you get a kid that's fired up or agitated, like knowing strategies to take them down from that, you know? Because like I fucking broken up fights without having to use my hands, you know? Because like I'm capable of doing that.
It's got to be it's the hardest job, right? It's the hardest job.
Oh yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
For sure.
But like your you had that training has to come in because like I've seen some stuff that like with like Marines and stuff, like they talk about their rules of engagement, like when they're allowed and not allowed to point their firearm at somebody.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, just the type of like how quickly that comes to pulling your firearm and then firing at somebody with and it's like I think it just comes down to training, man. I mean, like there's definitely some unconscious bias that goes into it, but like your training should address that and correct that. You know what I mean?
I agree.
So whereas because like everybody has unconscious bias towards it might be towards certain groups of people or whatever, and like that's something that you get from your family, you get that from the media, but you have to be able to recognize that that's not correct thinking and be able to not act on that, right?
There's also conscious bias as well. And
Yeah.
it's crazy because it's like some police officers feel as if they have the right to do so because now I have a badge. You know what I mean? And like it's just crazy. But
there's some shit deal dudes out there that shouldn't be cops.
I feel bad for the dude's family, man, that now has to deal with burying a family member, man, because over a video game and you want to swat somebody, like that stuff is crazy.
And see, this is why I love the X-Men, because they still fight for protecting people in a world that hates and fears them and treats them with those same biases.
Everything leads back to the X-Men this episode.
Right, baby.
Swat somebody with a
I'm just trying to bring a little bit of levity to a serious topic that, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Oh, Nick, what's up next?
We're done with the news now. Finally, an hour and 15 minutes into this bullshit.
Nice.
Jesus.
See?
Like there wasn't good discussion going on.
Chatty Cathy's.
Bitchy Betsy's.
Anyways, one of our guests tonight is the Right Honorable Reverend Lee Rodriguez.
Lord Reverend, please.
Oh, sorry, Lord Reverend. My mistake, sir.
Yes.
I like it.
And he is, the executive editor?
Yes. Yeah, I wear many hats.
Yes, executive editor of panelsonpages.com.
Brammer tries to wear many hats, but he steals them from his kid's room, and it leaves a mark on his head, and his face gets red.
Here you go.
Fuck you.
Dude, I forgot all about that.
My hats aren't too small, goddammit. They're snapbacks.
I forgot. You had that thing snapped all the way back.
There's a snapback.
I'm gonna kill y'all.
Your head was goddamn muffin topping out from underneath that motherfucker.
I can't wear a hat. I can't talk. My head is goddamn enormous. I feel you, bro.
Yeah.
Sorry, Lee.
Anyways, Lee, why don't you tell them how Pop got started?
Well, it's kind of a trip, man. Me and a bunch of the dudes used to write reviews and roundups for Wizard Magazine back in the day. Remember Wizard Magazine? That was my fucking
Loved Wizard Magazine.
Dude, I still got my old copies, man. I flip through them shits all the time.
I mean, might see some of my stuff in there. So I wrote a bunch of stuff for their website and it's a bunch of reviews for the books and stuff like that. And we kind of saw, kind of the trend of how that was going and kind of talked to each other. We're like, hey, man, let's fucking do this ourselves. And so we did. And like maybe 6 months later, Wizard folded. So good timing on that. Kind of, we launched panelsonpages.com 10 years ago now. Yeah, been 10 years. Podcast started not long after that. Coming up on our 10th anniversary show for that as well. And kind of made a pretty big splash. Got a lot of press. Got a lot of good stuff. And kind of did what we did, frankly, kind of better than anybody. Wrote a lot of, had a lot of great content, a lot of real well researched stuff, whatever. But then kind of over the years, like the landscape changed a little bit. Became more and more, like you know what the internet's like now, especially comic book internet. Comics internet is the fucking worst right now. It's nothing but a bunch of bullshit lists or, dedicating an article to Dignut 37's Reddit theory. Like that's not content. That's just you scrambling to find something for motherfuckers to click on. Like it's just
like not news.
It's not news. It's not interesting. It's not fun. But they were playing the game, and that game was definitely it was doing what it was supposed to do. It was getting the likes, getting the clicks, all that shit. And that's just frankly not a game we wanted to play. So we stopped playing that game, which is why the podcast never dies. The podcast will never die. But there hasn't been any new kind of content written wise on panels on pages for like 2 years and change. But that's going to change in the near future. It's kind of part of our 10th anniversary. We're going to relaunch, rebrand, focus more on the shit that we like, which we've always done the shit we like to do. But at some point, even the shit we like to do was kind of a bummer because it's kind of the way the tides are shifting a little bit. And it's like, it's not like I don't do much in my life period that I don't want to do. So like, I stopped doing that shit. So we're gonna shift more towards more video content, YouTube stuff. I've got an absurd collection of toys and bullshits. I mean, we'll do some maybe we'll stream some reviews of that stuff on Patreon, whatever, and Twitch shit. We're gonna branch out a little bit. That's all gonna be a fancy new facelift on the website in the coming months. So by all means, keep an eye out for that because it's gonna be fun. And everyone likes to hear that they're doing fun stuff and like people saying good shit about them. But yeah, we've I said 10 years in the podcast. It's me and 3 other dudes. And it's just fucking nonsense. We've been for the past couple of months, we've been doing our very own fantasy sports tournament. And we mean like fantasy sports. So it's the Winter Olympics, but like we're doing Warner Brothers versus DC. So everyone that's playing the games had the option to pick a team of 3 from any Warner Brothers or Disney properties and combinations of the 3. So for example, my team is Maui, Scrooge McDuck, and Iron Man, and we're all going to big audience participation thing. The finals will come up in a couple of weeks. So we're doing the next week's event is downhill skiing. So Tony Stark's going to come rocking with a special suit meant for speed and control going downhill. I shouldn't be giving away my fucking strategy before the episode. Never mind. I don't think anybody's going to be watching this. Just saying. There's spies everywhere. God damn it. We do shit like that. We've done the basketball, we've done football. Again, it's kind of part of our 10 years. We're going to do AMA style stuff going for a little bit, kind of like, because we've seen a lot, we've done a lot, we have a lot of ridiculous stories. It's taken us a lot of places, man. Like we've gone to New York for a toy fair past couple of years. Some of the boys have traveled the world shooting conventions. We've been all over this country and everywhere around doing shows, and no sign of stopping anytime fucking soon. Very much our own brand of nonsense. It's a lot of fun, but we kind of just want to build up the YouTube side of it a little bit. That's kind of what we're trying to do in this next phase. And of course, as we're preparing to do all this, they demonetize the shit out of us. So
same thing here. I don't think one of our episodes has been able to be monetized.
I don't know. We were great for years, and then all of a sudden, a couple months back, they're like, "Yeah, no more." And we're like, "You dicks."
Fucking adpocalypse.
Yeah, man. Russell say something out of pocket, or Nick will just stand up and you'll see what he doesn't have on. He does get flagged and
God damn it.
And then, of course, when we crack on Sam about his height, we're flagged for bullying. And
yeah, dude, I'm the one who puts in that complaint, but
oh, you little motherfucker!
I just call YouTube direct. I'm like, hey guys, you're bullying me.
I believe it's against your policy to allow bullying on the platform.
I just hate speech.
Yeah, the show's a blast though. It's a lot of fun. People dig it. A live chat going too. Like it's a good time.
Yeah, man.
And we're trying lots of new stuff coming up this year. Because like fuck it, I've been doing it for like 10 years. Might as well get serious about it now. You know.
Yeah.
I hear you.
But it's a damn blast. And like I said, I got enough of this bullshit laying around. Might as well show it off to somebody. So.
Yeah.
And I was saying before the show that, you know, like your C2E2 is our TFCon. Like you guys made like your presence known at that show.
Oh yeah, we were fucking like the kings of that shit for a few years. Yeah, we were known for putting on we put on game shows at conventions. And the fact that we're not doing that shit to this day means somebody fucked something up. Like I can't. The biggest crowd I ever played to, I've done stand up for about 200, and that was fun. That was great.
Oh damn!
There's nothing like looking out at the main stage C2E2 and a standing room, only fucking 1,000 people out there, while we're doing a live double dare game on the stage. We made an obstacle course, physical challenges, the whole fucking nine. It was
Nickelodeon Double Dare.
Nickelodeon goddamn double dare. It was.
That's dope.
Now, was it Double Dare or was it Family Double Dare?
Who was that dude? Mark Summers was the host of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you think that sounds like the coolest thing I've ever seen, you're right. It was the coolest thing you'd ever seen if you'd been there. It was incredible. It was awesome. Like I said, then I think there was a bit of a change in the guard behind the scenes there. And they wanted to kind of they shed a lot of the stuff that they were kind of known for and changed the shit around. So I think we were just kind of swept up in that more than anything. And also, like, you know, fuck, man. When we started this thing, none of us had, you know, kids and careers and shit. So stuff changes, you know. So it's one of those things too. We did Double Dare. We did.
And that'd be a good name for a podcast: Kids and Careers and shit.
I'm just saying,
dude. Hey, write that down somewhere, Josh. That's a good idea, man.
I'm just saying.
Could finally fill that Thursday spot.
Dude, for real. That'd be a goddamn therapy session.
Sorry, we keep cutting you off.
Like, yeah, we did a bunch of games and shit like that back in the day.
Nice.
Good. But yeah, I've got I think
I want to play Double Dare now.
Dude, you don't even know. Like the final obstacle, the obstacle course, was we hit our buddy Tito in the face with a pie. Just because. And the union guy at the stage was like, "You want all this shit cleaned up?" We're like, "Calm your ass, man. We're gonna have it taken care of. We got 8 minutes off my fucking nuts." It's amazing. Yeah, at last count, I've got like 124 Optimus Primes in the collection. So we can kind of that's just content.
Rivaling Brian Brink there.
Yeah.
That's pretty damn good, damn.
Yeah, and that's not that's not the kind of all the other bullshit. I'm literally surrounded by fucking Megazords at the desk, and I don't even know how much other bullshit I got. I only know that because I have to keep a spreadsheet to know which one they do and don't have. So I know the number of those.
Whoa.
Everything else is kind of for grabs. I'm a fucking psychopath. You don't understand? Like, I know this stuff. Organization is key. All my shit's alphabetized. I want to know that one of the biggest panic attacks I ever had in my life was when that fucking Sentinel Prime figure came out a couple years ago, right? Because I'm like, oh shit, where's he gonna go? He's not a good guy. He's not a bad guy. He sure shit doesn't belong to the Lost Light crew. Where's he gonna go? Oh shit, I'll just put him in the back where nobody can see him ever again. Nobody's there but me. Like, it's a real problem. I'm a real organizational fucking nightmare. So
yeah,
fair enough.
Issues.
Oh, I have
man, we understand. Believe that.
Well,
yeah, I know I'm not well. Like, this isn't news to me or anything. I don't hurt my fucking feelings. I get it. Very good sport. Let's
I just hit the panels on Paige's YouTube.
Yeah, and like Nyes and Jose's Bane video got you guys like 330,000 hits or some shit.
Oh yeah, we got a lot of good shit on there, man. To this day, our biggest, I think our biggest video was we shot a panel for New York Comic-Con a couple years back. It was the Lauren Cohen and Steven Yeun from Walking Dead. We did that one. We did an Avengers panel at New York Comic-Con. The Avengers one's the biggest one, or it's one of the two. But like, I know as recently as like 3 weeks ago, we were still getting comments on that fucking Walking Dead panel. People were like, we hope those guys should get together in real life. Like, I think they're both dead on the show now. Like, calm down.
Well, she's not. She's taking
Weirdos.
time off, but
Yeah.
He's not dead either. They didn't kill him off either, did they?
Yeah,
that was Glenn, dude.
I think Glenn got killed.
Oh, yeah, they did. That's right.
Negan.
I'm sorry. They actually followed the comic. My bad.
Glenn dead.
Yeah, I forgot. I'm
That
sorry.
was the last time they actually followed the comic.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, my bad. I should remember that because that was a great death too. It was like right. It was great.
Did the thing you wanted it to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it did. It was wonderful.
Russ is remembering that. He said, "Oh man, that was a great death."
Well, in a comic, right? It was like really good because they drew it so well. Whereas like one of his eyes, not to give it away, if you haven't seen it, oh well, one of his eyes.
I think it's been a lot
It came out 3 years ago.
Yeah, and he like did the same thing in the show. Like one of his eyes was like bulged out of his head. It was really
Ooh, gruesome. I like.
they messed him up. They messed him up really good.
Nice.
Which really sucks because all leading up to that, they kept teasing you. You kept thinking he was going to get killed in this situation and that situation.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan shit.
Yeah, definitely.
I still need to watch. He came back as John Winchester for Supernatural. I haven't seen that episode yet.
Good episode, man. Good episode.
Yeah,
They're ending next year.
I know, isn't that crazy? That show
15 years
been a
for Supernatural.
That show's fucking cool, man. Like I'm not like I wouldn't say I'm a fan, but like I watch it here and there just randomly, and I'm always like just thoroughly entertained. It's a good show, man.
Yeah.
They've been on for what, about 12 years now?
Nah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, season 15 next year is the last one.
God
That's
damn.
really good.
Yeah, they're gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start watching a lot of the videos on this. This looks good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna do more video stuff beyond just the podcast, and maybe incorporate a video element into the podcast. And just, it's still kind of, a lot of it's still in the infant stages. The podcast has only been on YouTube for maybe 6 months or so. So that's relatively new. The rest of it's all on backlog. You can download all the episodes on whatever your podcatcher of choice is. I think last week was episode 463.
Yeah, 463. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Started at the bottom, and now we're here, like 3 rungs from the bottom. So it's good.
Yeah.
Kudos, man. Kudos.
We're still right at the bottom.
Yeah, we're still at the bottom. They won't let us up.
But like, I wanted to have Leon because I thought like there'd be good cross pollination between the realm and the pop crew.
Fuck yeah.
Because we all share like the same interests and shit.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
That's probably a safe assumption.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when you just told us how many Optimus Primes you have. I'm pretty.
Yeah. Brian's gonna be listening. He's gonna be like, "Holy cow, man! I thought I was the only one."
I know. It's good.
Yeah.
It's everything from the masterpiece and shit like that to down to like the little crayons to I found the big rescue bots T-Rex one at a secondhand store for $3 the other day. I'm like, well, we'll snatch him up. Like, it's just
Nice.
I don't discriminate.
Hey, so-
Now it's purely a numbers game at this point. Like,
Yeah, just get as much as you can.
all up.
Hey Lee,
That's
did you get
good.
your notice that that the Prime is on delay? Did you pre-order MP44 through Amazon Japan, or you just going retail?
I can't do $400 for a fucking. I can't do it for another G1 Prime. I can't. Like I've got that.
MP10 is fine, dude.
Got that. Like it's like there's nothing about that makes me say, oh yeah, that's definitely worth $400.
But Lee, you have all the Primes. At this point, it's the principle.
Here's the thing though, like all that's cool, but I also really like being married, right?
Fair enough.
Like she takes really good care of me, and so if I'm like, hey, I really need to spend $400 on Prime 129, she'd be like, how about you kiss my whole asshole? And I'd be like, that's fair. Okay, sure. I hadn't thought of it from that angle, dear. You're right. I should.
Like,
instead.
well, it's Taco Tuesday. I'll muscle through it, but okay. Thanks for letting me get the Prime.
I should instead take 2 steps back and fuck my own face. You're right.
Well, through Amazon Japan, it's considerably more affordable.
Yeah, I agree.
Like over $100.
No,
Like
and
$130 more affordable.
well, again, if you've already got a Prime,
Yeah,
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Then that's a waste of money to you. You
Of
know.
course, then. And also, like the big ones, space becomes an issue. Like I gotta get real choosy with my trailers, especially these days, because real estate's a problem, you guys.
Absolutely.
But I found a fucking. I had the Action Master figure. Buddy gave me that a few years ago, and then at the last BotCon, there was like a a bucket of bullshit in one of the booths, and I found the Action Master Prime, like the truck with the trailer and all that shit, And I'm like,
Nice.
hey man, what do you want from this? The guy's like, you fucking serious? No one wants that. Give me $10 for it. I'm like, sure. I got this bullshit orange and blue tractor trailer truck for Optimus Prime to ride in because, of course he rides in a truck. $10. I got that. I got one that turned
Gotta
into a
get
PlayStation.
around some way.
I got a PlayStation one. I got one that turns into a Japanese bullet train. I got I got one I have a purple Hearts of Steel Prime, one of the MMC ones. It's the Nemesis version. It was exclusive to a Canadian comic convention. There's like 300 of them in the world. Got one of those guys. I got a Machine Wars Prime. I got a bunch of deep cuts. And a bunch of shit everybody else got. But I got a bunch of weird ones too.
Brink will be listening to this later. Fucking trying to do a dick measuring contest.
He's gonna
Jesus.
say, I got that. Brink's gonna say, I got that guy beat. I'm getting MP44.
Yeah.
Yeah. But does that bring that MP44? Does that bring a number to 125? If not, step the fuck back.
Oh, I know he definitely has over 100 primes.
Yeah, he's got a lot.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. He's getting rid of Power Baser though this weekend. At
Yeah, I
MPSP.
heard that. I'm just like, what the hell?
He's what?
He the Fans Hobby Power Baser, the Masterpiece size Super Jinrai.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's selling that this weekend at New Jersey Comic Con.
Do you have that one, Nick?
Yeah, I love it.
That
You
that
like it?
that figure is tight, dude. It's heavy too. It's got a weight.
I wouldn't be spending $225 on Double Evil if I didn't love that figure.
Yeah, that's a good.
Yeah. But to be fair, there is another guy getting right coming out. He's probably like, let me get ahead of
Yeah,
this.
that's true.
Yeah, but it's not Masterpiece scale, is it?
KFC.
Yeah, it is.
one?
It's the KFC one is.
Oh, the KFC. Yeah, but that looks like shit.
It's right now.
We haven't
You
seen
saw
it.
an early render. You've not even seen a
Yeah.
prototype, man. Come on, prototypes
Yeah.
look like shit too.
Yeah,
Block
I ain't,
on block render.
I ain't
think
trusting. I ain't
look
trusting Keith with that shit. Fuck that.
Here we go.
With all this third party shit though, man. Like early adopter on the third party movement, man. Hopped on it real quick. But like the logic to me was
that
For everybody.
yeah, that
Volume is out, Eric said in the chat.
yeah, just
Let
market
us know in the chat if
saturation,
the
I believe
volume
it's
is
called.
fine.
What's that?
though.
Oh, dude, what? We had the most heated X-Men discussion again.
And it got like real racist. It was strange.
Oh God. Oh, yeah.
Well, we hear you.
I can't. Yeah, we hear you just fine.
Eric said he could hear you in the chat. Oh, really? Hey, can you guys hear us?
Testing,
What is-
testing, 1 2 1
Eric
2.
Eric said in the chat says he hears us,
Nice.
but if you can hear me, type Brammer is wrong.
Blink once for yes.
Yeah, I just checked it and we're coming through.
Charles
Imagine
said
if
audio's
here.
back, and Eric heard me. So
Yeah, he said Brammer's wrong.
that's
All right,
good.
good. It's not just me who thinks that. No. Irvine, what's up, dude?
weird, man.
No, Nick's not entirely wrong because I'm not hearing Nick. I'm hearing everyone else but Nick.
Oh, are you? Snap.
Damn.
I can't hear Nick on here.
I never wanna be.
Yeah.
All right, who's doing Careless Whisper there?
That's me.
Okay, it's fixed now.
All right, I found a photo of that Bruticus. Where should I share this for you guys to see?
We've
put it in
lost the capture right now, so the only people that would be able to see it is us in the hangout.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. So the video.
Okay, you're back, Nick.
Yeah, I figured it out, and we're back for audio, just no video.
Yeah.
Oh, you can probably just delete that capture window and create a new one and fix it. Take 5 seconds.
Yeah, let me do that.
All right.
Yeah, we I don't know. We've had a rough couple of weeks with some shit.
Here we go.
That works.
And
man.
we're back up and running. You should be able to just screen share it, Lee.
There it is. You're back. All right.
Yay.
Yay. Anna's asleep. I see Anna asleep in the
Yeah,
background.
she passed out. She said, "Fuck you, Russ. I'm out." She had a drink. We was at dinner. She drank a little bit. I was like, "Oh, go ahead, girl." I was like, "All right, we'll check 'em out." Wow. And she fell asleep.
You're comfortable with Brammer watching her sleep.
Of course, you let him
Yeah.
tease.
He's all the way over there in Florida.
But
There's no danger right now. You're okay.
I know you're south, my friend. You're south.
Till October, baby.
Oh yeah.
Man, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Josh, I think I'm loving it. I'm glad you and Misty are gonna be able to make it. It's gonna be really cool.
It's gonna be dope.
And have a good time, dude.
And Madison, right?
Mm-hmm.
This-
Bringing her too.
You're bringing Madison too. That's awesome, dude. I mean, this resting.
And talked to Vinny last night. He's gonna bunk with us. Split the room cost.
It's a really
Nice.
really good venue. I really had a good time when it was here because everything's, you can walk to restaurants, not too, it's not too far away. Everything's close. Just, you don't have to worry about driving anywhere. We can all get drunk off our. Well, I mean, this doesn't, not you, Josh, because you don't drink, but
Yeah.
get to laugh at the rest of us idiots. And
I don't drink either.
oh my god!
And I've got 2 whole legs.
Nick
Dude.
doesn't drink, he chugs.
Half
Right,
my
baby.
face when he said that, I was like, "What the fuck?"
There we go. All right. Sorry about that. I got that thing pulled up for you guys. Check that out. So I don't know if you can see it or not.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. Let me
Yes.
That's
Red
insane looking.
Fallen, Onslaught. That's the Trans Project, Blast Off, and Swindle. And then you got the Combined Wars Brawl down here at the bottom.
Oh, damn, dude, that's cool.
And a G1 and a dope ass G1 wing in the center.
Like I thought the Combiner Wars stuff would be bigger, but it's actually about the same scale, isn't it? That's
It's
not
just,
bad.
I think it's just because of how it bends to make the legs. I don't know that this would work with any other one of them.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
really
there's
cool.
a connector to port here, and there's a connector for the foot that I had to add to it. But yeah, it's I'm pretty happy with it.
That's nice, dude. I think it's cool.
Yeah,
man.
and that's one of the few things you can say. Yeah, no one else has that for sure.
Right.
you went
Pretty unique.
a custom that's definitely different. That's a nice piece.
It's a weird one for sure.
Yeah, I dig it. Good for you, man. Hell
Thanks.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
fuck you.
I get that a lot.
What did Walt say went out? What's this dum saying now?
Brammer is a young Archie Bunker. The same fucking joke every week.
Country young.
Get
Archie
some new fucking. Yo, next time you go out for a pack of Newports, get a new fucking joke too.
Okay.
Jesus.
Cool
Dude,
goddamn
I saw Walter. Shout out to Walter, man. I saw that dude light a Newport in his sleep. On a I swear to God. Dude, he'll tell you about it.
You need to get a shirt that fits. God
It
damn.
was tight.
See, this is what a V-neck is supposed to look like, Walt.
That's right, Mo.
It looks like the
Got it.
letter V, not the letter U.
Hell yeah.
Nick only knows this because he watched an episode of Sesame Street today, Walt.
Oh, got it.
Brought to you by the letter V.
Oh, all right, guys. So, sorry about the
dude.
technical difficulties that we endured. I'm sorry if you guys can't see us right now, but as long as you can hear us, that's what's important.
Yeah.
Refresh, Walt. You can refresh and you'll be able to see the video because the video feed is back.
Okay.
I don't
Get
think
your
y'all-
shit together, Walt. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. That was bad.
Yeah.
I don't think you missed very much of us. I don't know how much what were we talking about the last 5 minutes.
I had to
Transformer.
I had to leave the call, come back into the call, reboot like the fucking properties for all the OBS sound shit. So yeah, fun shit.
So get your shit together, Nick.
Yeah, that's
Not
exactly
Walt's
it.
fault at all.
Maybe last
Walt's,
time-
everything's Walt's fault.
We blame Walt for everything.
Yeah. So
Dang it, Walter.
That's good though.
yeah. So we have another guest tonight, Mr. Eric Burgess.
Eric.
How
I'm
you
gonna
doing?
drop off, guys. Dude, to cut
All
loose. I got.
All right.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go watch Pet Cemetery with the kid because I'm
Sweet.
parenting right.
Hey,
Oh,
nice.
I see. I
Hey,
see how it is.
Dude,
Lee.
fuck
I
that
see
shit
how
up,
it
man.
is.
That movie fucks me up. Yeah.
Hey,
I see how it is.
Nah, but
You-
Lee, thanks
you
for
want me
hopping
to
on
sit
with
through
us, man.
Your stuff, but you don't want to sit through my stuff. I see how it is.
Because what happened myself was first. That's the only reason.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Eric. You're not in the MPSP group chat, but I told the other guys on the cast that Lee might have to drop out early. Stuff. He's on
man.
single dad. Well,
Yeah,
single
that's all
daddy
it
duty.
comes down to. Is because the missus is out of town, so just me and the kids, and I don't
Daddy
smell
duty.
smoke, so it's probably fine. But
Yeah.
Nah, dude, thanks for hopping on with us, man. It was awesome.
Yeah,
having
man.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, had a really fun time.
Had a good time.
Pleasure to meet you.
thanks for having me. It was a lot of fun, guys.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Lee,
I think we're
check
having-
out the Roma Collectors Facebook group. I think you
Will
dig
do.
it.
We'll do.
right.
Tell you right now, I'm real shitty at Facebook, so if you can send me an invite to it or something, that's the best way to make sure it happens. Otherwise, it probably won't.
All right, cool, man.
right.
I'll take care of it after I get this rendered.
I'm an old man when it comes to Facebook. I'm not good at it.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm just figuring out gifts and shit.
All right, thanks, guys.
Peace.
Everybody.
Thanks
Yeah,
for coming
take
on,
care,
Lee.
man.
Yeah, man.
All right.
All right. Your turn, Eric. You're
Your
the
turn,
star.
Eric. We thought that we were going to be 2 men down, so we didn't know what was going on. So we had 2 guests, and this is our second guest, Mr. Eric Burgess of the community. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well, sir. Thanks for having me.
Definitely. We wanted to have you on, talk about Kennedy's Village a little bit. Why don't you go ahead and talk about the genesis of that and how you started the foundation?
Absolutely. So it all sparked one day. My wife and I were sitting there, and we're just sitting on the couch and talking about how certain situations had happened at the hospital where miscommunication between the doctor team and the nurse team for my daughter's first hospital visit, and how she had to be poked a number of times, and this person saying, well, her hemoglobin is normal, and this person saying it's not, and just feeling kind of helpless and hopeless at that time. And my wife was like, this sucks. You know, they need to have advocates here for this, and this, that, and the other, and you know, who's going to fight for the little guy, and yada yada yada. And I was just like, we are. And she was like, I think we should start a foundation. And I'm like, yeah, let's do it. And out of that came Kennedy's Village, which is named after our youngest daughter who has sickle cell disease. Sickle cell disease is it's a genetic blood disorder. So what that simply means in simple terms is it's a recessive disorder. The wife has a trait, I have a trait, and you put two and two together and bam, you get the disease. And there's a 25% chance that each kid that you have could have it. I know but I
Okay,
think
we
my
should be
wife was
back.
reminded at the time, and yeah, out came Kennedy's Village because of that. And we're going on our second year, and yeah, so
Hell yeah, man! And that's a hell of a way to take a negative situation, make some good out of it. You know,
Yeah, it is.
good shit.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Eric. We lost audio again.
Oh my god.
So, can you just sum up what you said a little bit?
yeah, man. Really brief. So my youngest daughter Kennedy has sickle cell disease. Our foundation is named after her, and it's because of a situation that happened at our first doctor's, well, not doctor's appointment, but hospitalization. Any kid with sickle cell that has a fever over 101, it's an automatic trip to the hospital. And as you know, kids can get fevers at the infant age at the drop of a dime. So she had to go. There were some communication issues about her hemoglobin between the doctor team and the nurse team, and they couldn't get the story straight. And my wife basically dropped one of the best lines I'd ever heard by saying that, you know, you guys are my team, and I'm LeBron James, and I would trade any one of you. So, and out came Kennedy's Village because of that, because we just felt kind of hopeless, and we knew that in that situation, feeling hopeless and not being able to get the answers, we had to do something. So there it is.
Word. And you have an event coming up soon?
Yeah, man. So in the month of May, we're actually doing two of them. But in the month of May, we're doing a pop-up garage sale. We're basically in the city of South Lyon, which is in like a suburb of Detroit. We're going to be doing like a community yard sale, and we're taking donations for gently used items and clothes, and we sell them, and 100% of the proceeds go to Kennedy's Village, so we could help fund research for a cure, but also help those who need like travel and stuff to hospitals, and you know, kids who are in the hospital during the holidays and stuff like that. So yeah, man.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
And if somebody wanted to donate to Kennedy's Village, how could they do that?
Yeah, so there's a number of different ways. So the best way to get all of our information is to go to our website, www.kennedysvillage.org. But we do have PayPal. It's kennedysvillage@outlook.com. We also have Cash App, and it's the cash sign, $ Kennedy's Village. So those are two ways. You can also email us, and if you wanted to mail in a check or something like that, we do accept checks. And that we can give you the information on how to mail that to us from there, because we have a P.O. box.
Sweet.
That's cool, dude. Yeah,
Just
man.
in case somebody's grandma and granddad is watching.
Well, the Rome usually
My
comes
mom.
together for our members and shit, so, you know.
Yeah.
a lot of stuff gets a lot of support, and you had this event coming up, so I thought it'd be, you know, when I first talked to you about coming on the show, I thought it'd be good, you know, to help promote it and everything.
Yeah, man, we appreciate it, Nick.
Yeah, no
for
problem.
Sure.
No, it's awesome, dude. We appreciate you coming on and bullshit with us too tonight, man.
Yeah, it's been fun.
No doubt. It's been a long time coming. Nick and I had been saying for a while, since I had been working the second job at that one point. Like, man, it'd be cool to hang out with you guys. Y'all some of my favorite people, man. I love seeing you guys.
Hell
Not
yeah,
only on the
dude.
show, but in person, man. So it's always cool.
And we
Dude,
feel
you gotta
the
come. We
same
gotta
way.
get you back on another time too, man. That's such a fun
No doubt.
time.
Um,
Have to do it again.
No doubt.
so hopefully I don't have to make you repeat yourself the next time.
Yeah, really. Hopefully, we can have a show without all the problems.
Yeah,
It's
man.
all my
Yeah,
fault.
man.
I understand this.
I don't know.
It's my
man.
lot in life.
I blame Walt.
Everybody blame Walt.
Walt. I just fucking blame him. It's, you know, he's easy to blame. I got. Yeah.
Poor Walt.
Poor Walt. Oh.
Yeah, we're at 10:57. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call the show.
Yeah, poor Walt.
We fucking bullshitted for 2 hours. We were actually on time for once.
Look at that.
Doesn't it feel good to be on time? For a
Not
change?
really.
No,
It threw my entire
No,
flow
it-
off this show.
Completely awkward, dude.
I'm
loved it.
gonna get like fucking. Why was Nick so fucked up? I bet he was drinking.
Hey, if people ask me, I'm just gonna tell them, well, fuck yeah, he was drinking. Fuck yeah, he was like fucking Brammer. What do you think?
We all know Brammer.
Word. I float, motherfucker.
Damn right.
It glides.
Oh, fucking Grim Reaper.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching another episode of Masterpiece Shitpiece Theater. This will be up on the Realm in a little bit. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Hopefully on the stream everything came through, but we're not sure.
I'm posting the Hangout link now for anybody who wants
Yeah.
to get in.
All right.
All right.
Sounds
we'll hit
good.
some credits.
Yeah, we're gonna hit the credits, and as usual, every week,
Take care, everybody.
sign
Deuces.
off with peace, love, and hair grease. Peace.
Indeed.